Hello guys, Sauce Gamer here, and today I'll be reviewing Death Note. Death Note is one of the most popular anime shows of all time. Many anime fans know about it. It is so popular that there were Japanese and American movies made based on it. So why is it so popular? It's popular because it's an exciting, psychological anime where two characters, L and Light, are trying to predict each other's moves and stop each other's plans. They spent so much time trying to study each other that it was like they knew everything about each other. In Death Note, a Shikigami named Ryuk drops a Death Note onto Earth. Any human that picks it up and writes in it can kill people just by writing down their name and imagining their face. They can even kill the person in a specific way by writing calls to death. Light picks up the Death Note, and upon realizing that its power does work, he plans to create a new world where he is God and there are no criminals. Of course, people don't condone his actions, and the police begin to go after him. A detective named L begins to help the police in their investigation of the killer known as Kira. Now it's a battle between L and Kira to find out who can find out each other's identity first. The psychological aspect of this anime was so exciting to watch. It's fascinating seeing L and Light try to think like each other and make plans to stop one another. I really found it entertaining because it was like L made a plan to prove Light is the killer, only for Light to try to counter L's plan with its own plan, but then it turns out that was L's plan all along. There were so many mind games like this. I've never seen anime that used mental battles in such an entertaining way. Light and L didn't need to physically fight each other. Their mental battles were already exciting. It was so fascinating seeing two geniuses go at it. I really enjoyed this anime because of the main character Light. Light was unlike any other protagonist in anime. All protagonists in anime are either good guys or anti-heroes. Light was the only character that I've seen that was truly evil. He was crazy and wanted to be God and have people worship him. His way of thinking is just not right. There is no defending his actions. Even if you just kill criminals, that is not the right thing to do, because what if they were innocent all along and the jury made the wrong decision in saying they were guilty? Who does Kira even count as criminals in this world anyway? Does he think that people who steal or even jaywalk deserve to die? If he does, then that would create a world where people could be killed for absolutely no reason. Not to mention, you just can't play the role of God like that, because people would live in fear knowing one guy had so much power. Light was truly despicable because he said he would just kill criminals, and then he kills people investigating him. How can you punish someone when they're just doing their job? They haven't done a crime yet. If he was truly a genius, then he would figure out a way to get out of the situation without killing them. Light was a narcissist trying to find a way to justify his killings and feed his god complex. This is what made him so unique and fascinating as a character. I've watched many anime shows before, and not one time have I seen a protagonist that thought so highly of himself like Light did. He thought so highly of himself that he didn't care how his actions affected people emotionally. He felt no remorse for killing innocent people. It was interesting hearing the thoughts of a killer who showed no remorse for anyone. The way Light was trying to find ways to throw the police off his trail was amazing. He thought of many ingenious ways to trick the police. It was so enjoyable seeing a genius make amazing plans like that. He had accomplices work for him, he tricked people into thinking he was part of a task force, and he even erased his own memories. I liked how every time he was cornered by police, he always thought of ways to get out of tough situations. The main criticism of this anime is that, in the second part of this anime, there were new characters that got introduced, and the way their guesses turned out to be true at times was really lucky, and people did not like that. People were getting upset that characters were figuring out who Kira was, not through evidence or logic, but by complete guesses. I wasn't that upset though. I wasn't analyzing this anime that much. I just wanted to see an exciting battle where Light tries not to get caught as being Kira, and this anime did just that. The second half of this anime had more mind games, where Light thinks he figured out what Nier is planning, only for that to be Nier's plan all along. I can see why people did not like the second part of this anime though. Those were complete guesses at times by Nier. I did like the characters in the show. Light was my favorite character because he was an evil genius who always knew how to get out of any bad situations. I liked L because he was always calm under pressure. I liked how he knew how these criminals would act at times. It was amazing that he could think just like a criminal without ever actually doing a major crime. I was actually fine with Nier. I liked how calm and collected he was under pressure. Nothing fazed him. Lots of people hated him because they thought he was a ripoff of L. I personally don't care. As long as he's an interesting character to watch, then that is all that matters to me. Misa was an annoying character to me. I know she was hot, but she constantly kept screwing up Light's plans while working with him. I was surprised he didn't kill her. The first opening to this anime was great. but I didn't like the second opening, which had something like a heavy metal song. The endings were decent to watch, not anything that great. The music during the episodes was wonderfully done and perfectly fit the dramatic scenes of this anime. The animation style looked really good. The anime was pleasing to look at. The animation was great. The way the characters move around in dramatic scenes at times was animated well. I do recommend everyone to watch this anime if you haven't watched it already. You'll be hooked onto watching this anime after watching the first episode. It was so entertaining seeing these two geniuses in L and Light trying to predict each other's moves and bring each other to their own sense of justice. I give this anime a 10 out of 10. So that's all I want to talk about for today. Thank you for watching this video. Have a great day or night wherever you are, and please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and please comment if you found anything interesting in the video.